Alright guys, welcome to my channel. Um, I'm going to teach you something on request. A lot of us have been making so many mistakes. If you look at the interface of the SX series, you'll discover that all the channels, all the platforms have different things they do. Alright, now look at this. If you look at this, this is what I mean. Your record channel, look at this. This is reading 1, reading 2, reading 3, reading 4, reading 5, and reading 6. You discover that all the parts have their different functions. So this is reading 1. Reading 1 and reading 2 is actually strictly meant for beat. Alright? So you cannot come and put your keyboard on reading 2. It will not come out. So for instance, this is reading 2. And you now come here to look for use maybe grand piano or whatever. Reading 1 and reading 2 is strictly meant for your beats. Alright? So that's what reading 1 and 2 is strictly meant for. 1 and 2 is strictly meant for beats. So you cannot come and put guitar on reading 1 or put sax on reading 2. It won't function well. If you look at reading 1 and 2, they are strictly for beats, right? Then you see your bars. This bars now is for your bars line. For instance, I made something. Look at this beat I just made. So you see this beat. So what is actually playing here is actually just the beats from reading 1 and 2. So what I did for reading 2 is that I make reading 2 for just the kick. Alright? So that's another thing you need to know, that you have to separate where you put your different kinds of functions, your beats, so that when you want to erase, it will be easier, or when you want to control in the volume area, it's simple. I'm going to show you that too in this video. Now see, reading 2, I made reading 2 just for kick. Now reading 1, I made reading 1 for my percussions. Look at reading 1. Let me off reading 2. Reading 1. See reading 1. That's reading 1. Then let me activate reading 2. See reading 2. Right? Then you discover that these bars, see my chord 1, I had to use my ocarina for my chord 1. And then my chord 2, listen to what is my chord 2 is for my guitar. My chord 3 is for, so see this? Okay, I didn't activate my pad. So this pad 1, you can actually use a pad or strings over there. Phrase 1, phrase 2, you can also use something different. All right. Now, the reason for doing this is so that when you come here, this mixer, when you touch here, you see the volumes that control all of them. These are their master volumes. So now look at, this is their master volume. This is the master volume, right? Now, this is the volume for reading 1. Reading 1 volume, reading 2 volume. That is, the kick is here, the percussions are here, the bass guitar is actually here, the ocarina is actually here, and the guitar is here. But these other 3, I did not activate them, right? So if you look well, you see these green lights that are showing. Where the green light stops is where the beats are, where there's something playing. So these ones that do not have green lights means there's nothing there. So if I want to balance this up, I can actually reduce the volume of the kick or anything. So that's the real essence of creating your beats in different channels. You can actually create your beat here. Maybe put your kick here like I did. So if you want your kick to be stronger, now I am reducing the volume for the percussion. See, this is just the kick playing. You see, now let me increase the volume for the percussion. So if I want the kick to be stronger than the percussion, I can now reduce the volume for the percussion. So that's why you have to create percussion on one channel and then create your beat on the other channel. So now, when I increase this, see this, I can increase the volume or reduce the volume of the bass. This is the bass now. I can reduce or increase the volume of the bass. I can reduce or increase the volume of the guitar. All right, this is where the master volume really is. So that is one reason why when you're creating your beat in your style creator, you have to ensure that you use the 2 things for the beats. Don't create all your beats in one channel. It is very, very detrimental. Don't create all your beats in one channel. Separate your beats. Separate your beats. In that way, they'll be clearer and they'll be more effective. You can still control their volumes. Don't create your beats, both beats in one channel. Remember, when you have an error, you can always come here to clear the error. Now, remember, I said your pattern length matters. I made 2 pattern lengths, and your tempo is what you must also set. But before you create any beat in your SX series on your work machine keyboard, ensure you initialize style. Initialize style means clearing the previous beat, the previous activity that was there. So you don't create on someone else's job, or you don't create on the existing job, because sometimes the default job can be the style that is in the keyboard, is the beats that came with the keyboard. So that's the more reason why you have to initialize style before you do that. All right, guys. So I'll see you all in the next video. I'm going to show you a lot of things. Please feel free to ask your questions. Remember, quantize has to do with making your beats sound better. All right. So please subscribe to this channel if you've not. Share the video and ask your questions in the comment section, and we will respond to you. Thank you, and see you all in the next video. Love you all.